So I know there's a lot of like different bands for middle school, and I'm not sure if people want to join the ones in high school. So like, could you like maybe say what those bands are and what they do?
Okay, well, that's a very good question. When you finish your time here at Brackman, if you still want to be a part of the band and continue at Barnegat High School, you're more than welcome to do so. There's a bunch of different bands that take place during the school day that can be a class in your schedule. One's concert band, which is a larger group that most of the music students are involved in concert band. After that, there's symphonic band, which is a higher level advanced group that performs more challenging music. And I believe right now you can get honors credit to be a part of symphonic band, but you need to get a recommendation in order to be a part of that group. And then at the same time, you can also take jazz band as a class at the high school. So it's not so much a before school activity; it's actually a class in your schedule. Outside of the schedule during the school day, there is a flute ensemble, which is a small group of just only flute players. There's also a saxophone ensemble, which is another small group that features saxophone players. And then there's also the larger, more popular group that's featured and performs all over the place outside of the school, and that's the marching band. Marching band is a very big time commitment. It's an athletic sport that takes place in the fall. It's a really fun activity to be a part of. We learn a field show that we produce on the football field. We perform at different football games. We perform for different parades in town and in the community. And then also we go out to different marching band competitions where we have the chance to bring home really big trophies and get really awesome scores while producing our field show and performing for different audiences around the state.
When you say parades, what do you mean by parades? Like what kind of parades? What
Well,
do you guys go to?
Well, parades are they're larger events, outdoor events where we're marching down different streets in different settings. I know recently we just performed at the Ship Bottom Christmas Parade, which is a big event on Long Beach Island, right down the main boulevard in Ship Bottom. A lot of people came to the streets to see the different floats and the fire trucks and the live floats and bands, and the marching band actually took part in that a couple of weeks ago. We also have the opportunity to perform in the American Legion Parade in Wildwood that usually takes place in June. That's a really long parade, but that's usually a really fun one to go to because it's down in Wildwood. And then another one that we do pretty much close to home, we do the Barnegat Memorial Day Parade in May. And then we also perform for the Barnegat Township Little League opening day parade. So right at the baseball fields in Barnegat, they have a parade for all the baseball teams. So the marching band participates in that as well. So that's usually a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. What like for the different bands? What like procedures and like how did you do to prepare the bands for the concerts?
Well, for middle school and for the high school bands, we have a lot of different rehearsals that can be a couple of days a week for a couple of hours each time. We usually establish our goals for the day in the beginning of our rehearsal, listing out the objectives that we want to achieve, and then we just practice through our music. We practice through our routines, and we want to do our very, very best to make sure that our music and our performance sounds as perfect as possible. So that involves multiple repetitions of sections of music or larger scale run-throughs of music, and that helps us become really, really good and produce a really good performance.
All right. Well, that's all we had
Okay.
for you. So that was the interview with Mr. McGrath. We're gonna go. Goodbye.